we've been going through, taking a look at different draft picks that the Seahawks have made this year and doing a little breakdown of them, little draft profile. And we look at a guy that probably haven't talked a ton about, Anthony Bradford. And he's a guy that obviously guards and things like that aren't the sexy pick. They're not.
I was going to say
cornerbacks or running backs or quarterbacks. But man, we were talking before the show. I'm just excited about the potential of this line. I don't know if they'll all live up to what they can be, but you feel really good about your two young tackles. We've seen Damian Lewis be really good. I don't know if they move him from one side to the other, but you've got another big guy here, and we'll talk about him in a moment, and then the center in Oluwatimi, who by everybody's estimation was a steal in this draft, and we'll talk to Bruce about that. But, man, the potential of this line is pretty exciting to me.
It's funny, after that first day, we were kind of like, they didn't really address. Even the second day, you're like, yeah, I mean, okay, they got a defensive line type with a linebacker, but, then you draft a running back and you don't feel so good about it. But now all of a sudden I feel really good about it, especially, there was three players. There was Cam Young, and then there was Oluwatimi, as you mentioned, and then also now Anthony Bradford, who, coming from LSU, last time we drafted an LSU guy, he came in here. He was basically the starter day one when camp started, and that was Damian Lewis, and never looked back. So I thought he stumbled a little bit in 2021, but yeah, I mean, this is a guy who's played in – now, the one thing you might be concerned with is that he hasn't played in a whole bunch of games. Mm-hmm. He started 17 of the 29 games that he was playing for LSU. And then he had 12 at right guard, 12 of his starts, and then 5 were at left tackle. So, but played in 13 games with 12 starts, basically, in 2022 last year. So, yeah, I mean, he played in the LSU, in the SEC. LSU is like playing pro football, basically. So, yeah, I mean, I think all of that is good. He's probably the biggest mystery to me. Because, you look at, I feel like Cameron Young, who is the Mississippi State tackle, he's just a battler. I think I don't want to say easy. It's hard to do physically. And I would say you do get drained and you get gassed and everything, but I feel like playing nose guard is pretty simple. You just got to get lined up, basically. Now, there's a ton of technique and things like that. It's kind of like sumo wrestling in there, I mean, jiu-jitsu, you got to have all kinds of moves, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to have, you kick, punch, all these different things. I mean, you kind of look at the sumo wrestlers, and it's just kind of get underneath the guy and bowl him out of the ring. Yeah. That's kind of what it is. So, but, he's... we'll see. I just hope that – I think every guy that they bring in, they think this guy's going to make our guard position more competitive. And, and if he doesn't, okay, well, you drafted or wasted or whatever. What, a 6th-round draft, or was he 5th?
He was a 4th.
4th, okay. Yeah. That's a little bit more, But I just think that guy is probably the one guy that's the biggest mystery to see. Is he going to make it? He looks plenty strong. He's got some nasty in him, which I really like. And he played at a high level, and LSU went to bowl games every year.